up? What is up? What is up, folks? What is going on? Chief Sim and the crew. We are back, baby. In San Francisco. I couldn't wait to do this stream. I know yesterday things came out kind of early, and we'll talk about a lot of our feelings today. You know, less than 24 hours after we've gotten our hands on it. You know, and it's sort of not comparison to Microsoft Flight Sim, but we'll add in our views on how we really feel about things, and we'll go from there. So, welcome, welcome. We got one flight. We'll see what time says about the one flight, and then we'll try and take it on down. So let's jump on in, man. It's the Zibo. I chuckle at this because flying Microsoft Flight Simulator is still just some things that just quite aren't the same. So it just takes a little bit of getting used to. It's all good. Welcome aboard, folks. We'll check our fuel here. Fuel looks like block of 15.3. And so we'll get things loaded and we'll continue our talking and assessment on what the current looks like. Are we KSFO? LAX ORBX scenery, of course we've got views about that as well. It makes it feel like the old, right? So just things to consider, man. Just things to consider if you're interested in buying Plane 12. Looks like we'll be taking off of 01 left side. This is the Zibo for early release. Shouts out to HD Sim. We will be coming on in with fuel's gonna be 13, 15.3. Setting things up like that, Hold on 1 second, y'all. Alright, we're back. Let's see. Cruise on the first trip, they call it for 35, so we're not gonna go to 35. It's a short flight without VATSIM. This moment, right? 226 at 3. And so I hear that the TOLUS is a go. I'm excited about that. These aircraft to get updated or whatever. We thought it was a new sim. We paid for it as if it was a new sim, but a lot of the old things work. And so, it's like, how does that exactly work? And so, of course, you can see, and it just makes total sense why folks would be just committed to Microsoft Flight Simulator at this point, right? Like, no I madness. I look forward and I'm optimistic about what could come
fuel is all loaded up and you are good to go
in this sim, but it's like, early access, okay. Take. We got the stick fast Susie. We're going eBay. We know this route all too well. Like the stream, share the stream, y'all. It's always a pleasure. It's good to be back. Virgo, VURGL. Ironman 2, 2 for right. Cool. Charm 425. Cool. Just about ready to roll, just like that, folks. But there are certain things that's backbreaking about the synth, you know, for sure. Let's get the APU fired up. See the signs coming on.
Okay, the cabin is
And the Zibo for X-Plane 12 ready. X-Plane 12 this is, folks. Welcome on board, man. We going to a top of, what do we say, 2.6? I want to say. We said 2.7. Let's see about that. Alright, let's check some things here. 2976. Cool. 0209. We'll end the music. Cool. Possibility of a double trip today, y'all. Check. Time at 26.2, 132.3. Cool.
Folks, welcome aboard our flight today. It's a pleasure to have you on board United Airlines. We're prepared to button the ship up and get on our way. Looking like an on-time departure for us today. And, okay,
Miss Rev Rivas, welcome, man.
Please remain in your seats with us.
Welcome back on in, bro.
Illuminated with those seatbelts comfortably.
Captain Geo, what is up, man? And thinking about you, bro. I was about to shoot you a text and then I got another text. I know you hate to hear it like that, man, but you've been on my mind, bro. Good to see you, man. As always, brother. Of course, we'll chat soon, man. Shouts out to you, brother. All right, we look good. It's been a minute, man, since we flew to Zibo, man. Y'all gotta give us that. KSFO. Oh, okay. I thought we did. Maybe we was just able to type into it. Interesting. Okay. We ain't gonna push the issue. Why'd I do that? That's where I should have put it. It's all good. Let's delete out of that. That was gonna hurt us. Okay. And then what about the push? If we don't have push. Let me think about that. That's the one thing. What did we do yesterday? I guess we didn't load at the gate. Alright, we're ready. We do have the Abby tab in, but I guess it's not connected. Great. I don't know about better pushback either. Crap, maybe we gotta fire one up and just use some reverse, huh? That's gonna suck. No shift P, I know it's no shift P. No shift P. Alright, we gotta go. So we're gonna roll it. Something's in out down there. All right, let's go. Packs. APU is a go. Get off of all the ground stuff. Yeah, there's no better pushback. All right. All right, here we go. Colors and the graphics look better. I look forward to like X Enviro and some other things. James Boss here. What is up, man? Always in the latest and greatest. Haven't got X-Plane 12 yet. 11 the Falcon 8 looks. Yeah. Welcome on board, bro. Always a pleasure, man. Rock stars. I got varying views on what we got for the purchase, you know. Again, I can remember, you know, the Zibo today is a plus to have it today. We flew a little bit of default aircraft yesterday when it came out when we got our hands on it, but to have the Zibo obviously is a plus. You know, I look forward to some of the other things that we may be afforded as well. You know, I think that's the best way I can kind of say that part is like, you know, the third-party developers will be huge for what could be in this sim. You know what I mean? Droopstone, welcome to the stream, yo. Always a pleasure, bro. Alright, I guess we don't quite have linkage of where we are using our nav maps, but none of that matters. As long as we kind of know where we are. We parked sort of around here. So that's how we'll roll out as well. Alright, y'all, close your eyes. Count to 10. We're looking for 0, 1. Rep.
Front. Pull the loose end to tighten.
All right. Boom, boom, boom. All right. On 3, close your eyes. 1 and 2. Everybody, close them up. We're in a hill or something. Let's go. So I think we off to the right down here. There's the 2-8s. Oh man, this has to go. So there's been a lot of updates for X-Plane 12 things. You know, airport environment HD. X-Plane 12 ready. You You may notice clear taxi lines or whatever. Our texturing looks a bit off. Well, Fredo, Flight Force MD10, welcome on in, y'all. Welcome, welcome. You know, and it's gonna be time. Flight Force, it's gonna be time. You know, folks have their opinions. You know, and if they don't want it, they don't want it. You know what I mean? There's so many followers in the community, though. You know, you want to talk about it. It's like you gotta jump in and kind of see what you want, what you like. You know what I mean? I think we went the wrong way. We need to turn this way. Got us doing rookie stuff out here, man. Yeah, we need to turn that way. Which is cool. Where are we? Alright, we'll turn around and hook the right around. Cool, cool, cool. Turn it around, hook the right around. This Microsoft will be fast advance. You know, again, man, you got to remember you're talking to a guy that shares a lot of the feelings that you do. You know what I mean? Microsoft has captured my heart. With the PMDG out, we're waiting on the EFB. You know, it's exciting times is how I've been saying it, because then, you know, folks can kind of see where it goes, and in the meantime you can enjoy what you want to enjoy and not have the feeling of like, oh crap, you know, you're missing out on something. It's never a good way to go about it. Takeover landing camera coming up. Welcome, folks, welcome. San Francisco Airport X-Plane 12 ready. Can't be ported from X-Plane 11. Add-ons from X-Plane can be ported. Yeah. Not a lot of work. Convert anything. My P3 Yeah, we ported a lot of stuff over, man. We were careful though to not overdo it. Y'all know what I mean. You can definitely overdo things, and we definitely didn't want to do that. So we only held like select stuff. All the ORBX is in. I mean, I say that. So if somebody reminds me at the end of the stream, let's show our INI file. You know what I mean? Let's talk about the INI, which is all the same kind of concept as before. We hooking this right around to the ones. So I look forward, you know, Zibo told us Flight Factor, what they have in store. I look forward now. I'm gonna share when we take off. Y'all remind me of what I most look forward to, and the hint is, you be surprised. That's gonna be the hint. It's not like I know anything special. You know, I'm not on no team. You know. Brace yourself for X-Plane 12 haters. Microsoft haters still linger in the air, man. That's what I'm saying. Well, you know, they exist, but folks really are just entitled just because of, you know, we spend money on this stuff, man. And so then it gives us that sort of ownership that, you know, I own the TOLUS, or I own the, you know, these airports and these sceneries. You know, I haven't talked a lot about it, but the truth is, the chief is just like y'all. I've been disappointed by a lot that's come out with this particularly, but I guess I just reserve a small percentage. You know, I think it's getting smaller by the day where I hear about stuff that I don't really care to hear about, but a small percentage of, you know, some change and some things that we would like, or that we really looked forward to with the X-Plane. So I think we got the left side, folks. We out. Y'all ready? Let's go, man. First takeoff in the Zibo. You know how we like to do it, man. It's those sounds I miss too. Leave the seat for departure. See, we got 24 hovering around 20 something or so for frames. So we got a straight up left turn, which is cool. So they still have a point. Still many of the problems FSX in terms of realism and bass. Also stuttery with the, oh yeah, true. Very true. But a lot of the points that are made is at least the graphics, man, are like, how can we, how can we argue that? All right, folks, here we go. Tap that like button, man. Like the stream, share the stream, baby. Welcome on board. Flap set to the 5. Full token. Take off throttle. Power set. 5. Rolling.
80 knots.
Get a notch. Shit. Oh, yeah. Why did I hardly hear that, though? Let's go. Let's go, baby.
Positive rate.
Frames must be hurting. Gears coming up.
400.
400. Shit. Start the left turn. Alright, let's see what we can see. Let's see what we can see. Flaps will come up.
1,000.
Water is atrocious. We are getting this effect though over the wings now in the Zibo, which is cool. You know, a lot of this is ORBX, y'all, so, you know, shoreline and stuff is not just X-Plane 12. This is best of the best of X-Plane 11. Flaps will continue to roll up. You know, I'm also not a fan of the clouds. You know, I thought that, how dare you put out, it's just my honest opinion, you know, some clouds like that. There's San Fran just off the tip. Speed looks good. Smooth rollout. I think we're looking at the wrong side here. What is up, HD Sim? Stopping by with the like. I appreciate you, man. Hope you're having a great day on it, man. I mean, look at the back here. After the laud distance comes in, we're getting some of the same things that we had in X-Plane 11. It's just a deal breaker. It is a deal breaker. You know, you don't see necessarily that in Microsoft. I mean, the water is the water. The lower you get, you see the waves and whatnot. But I thought that, you know, we will have that. You know, I don't know. It's one of the things they sort of raved about. I thought I could be wrong. You know. Could be wrong. Alright, we direct to port there.
1,000 to go.
What was that? I missed somebody's notification. Well, Fredo, welcome, man. Dean, welcome on in, man. Thank you for the sub, yo. Welcome to the channel. Absolutely, man. We are to roll up to 7,000. Roll up. Headed on down to LAX, folks. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I appreciate you all hanging out with us. So, all right, I think this is safe enough. It's enough people here. Let's talk about not my surprise, but what I was going to say in just the second part of my rant here. And that is the small hope is for the next gen are some smart dudes, man, and girls. Smart bunch. You know, I think my age range was too, kind of in the millennial. You know, I think you know, you had a lot of folks that really aimed at that from a cognitive standpoint, right? So, and I do know that a lot of the youth, and even what we see from Explain 11, man, these dudes be, you know, I can't say cracking the codes, but, you know, the SDK allows for a lot of integration, you know. And so that's the kind of stuff I guess I look forward to. You know, it's been like how Mr. X has came and brought things to the sim where a lot of these other developers, you know, I haven't yet heard about what I would do. I know they're planning for Microsoft too. But, you know, it's all interesting stuff as far as what exactly will happen, you know. Let me turn down the sounds here. As far as what exactly will happen. So I know that from an aircraft standpoint, yeah, we're all excited. But I know the case won't be settled until now. If you're looking down, this is HD mesh. Look at this. This can compete with Microsoft Flight Simulator, but what can't is everything else around it. Like this can compete. Look at this. Like this can compete, and it's working. But the question is, why am I using stuff that was mainly meant for X-Plane 11? It's just not on the cutting edge. You know, we have GSX in Microsoft Flight Sim, stuff like that. You know, I know we get like ground deluxe, but like, where's the innovation and the cutting edgeness about it? You know what I mean? That's just the question, right? It's no salt to anybody. You're just asking a question, you know. And so, so to the argument that Laminar is much smaller, I get it. I've been a part of like smaller companies, don't have a resource. But if you aren't at least thinking about and saying, hey, you know, this one too small improvement is going to be for this or this, or we're moving in this direction, you know, whatever that case is, you know, it's just things that to me have to happen. I call them non-negotiables, you know. Let's check the frame rate. Okay, we're dancing at 20. So to Q8's point, you know, call his stream too, that, you know, I don't believe it's been fully optimized for, you know, maybe even a lot of these sceneries that we put into it, you know. And so early access beta, to give them a better sense, are they going to blow my socks off? You know, we were talking about that a couple streams ago. You know, are they going to blow my socks off about, you know, the good things about it? Probably not. You know what I mean? It's probably not going to happen. You know, will they have those few things that, you know, that they care about, like, you know, water on the runway? Yes. You know, but if you care about that, then that's something that you'll marvel. If not, you know, we had one of the streams in Microsoft Flight Simulator recently, and it was raining, and I was just in awe at, like, the rain droplets hitting the ground. My boys were too, you know, the crew, they was, you know, Greg and the crew were like, wow, y'all, check out what Chief just dropped on the, you know, these rain droplets and the way that they hitting the ground. And just, you know, Microsoft has been doing some work, that's all, to I think, be what the community, you know, wanted, and trying to address some of these things. And so we will see. Folks been saying 6 months to a year as far as, you know, this open beta being closed and then it being released. But I will say that that's one thing that myself, Chief Sim, doesn't necessarily care about. Like, all of these things where you open the beta and you get the money from the people, but you aren't quite ready yet, then hold on to it. It's just my, I know a lot of people were itching for it. Myself too. Myself too. I ain't talk a lot about it, but I, put it out there to the universe, and the vibrations were strong about it, you know. And so, again, it's just about giving it time. We'll give it time. It's gonna be, some frustrating moments, of course, when crap happens, in the sim. But I think we all know, we can't hide the fact that it's all sims that, have those quirks about them. It's really your diligence to go in and check and make sure, and, and flying that flight or whatever, the add-ons. And we don't have many in, man, at all. I haven't seen much that's ready and says it publicly, like, oh, ready for 12, 12. So, what is up, Greg? What is up for Mr. Man? Welcome on board. Always a pleasure, bro. Putting in that work. Apple and Samsung will combine and make the ultimate smartphone. Unicorns will magically appear. It's hilarious. PMDG and GSX is like overkill compared to X-Link. Yep. Yep. It's and that's all I'm talking about. Pexel is just, a little bit of innovation. It's the way that the world is going. It's not about how hard you working. Where's your product? You know what I'm saying? Start to change the thinking. Green light, auto brokers in the house. What is up? What is up? Big up, mate. Welcome, welcome. Wilfredo says the brands need to get together. Put X-Plane planes to the Microsoft. That would be awesome. I know. We've been saying that forever. Still early with this beta. HT says it's all in the setting. I'll fly out of here later. We'll see how mine will look. Yeah, man. Have you done Reshade? What's up with Reshade if you're still here? What is up with Reshade? Is Reshade to go? And again, this looks a lot similar to what you would see from this height in Microsoft. You know what I mean? The water's not mesmerizing at this altitude. It's not like, ooh, look at that. Trust me, it's not. We fly in the Sims a lot. But when you get closer on down, things will start to look things will start to look a little better. If it's some way, I'm hoping somebody can crack a code on a new version of Ortho. I'm gonna just put that out there to the universe. On a new version. For free, or what? Charge us, we pay for other stuff. Charge us $40, let us download a region. You know what I mean? Get the money out of it, Why not? But I'm hopeful that somebody will crack the code on that there. Always a pleasure, man. How have you been? Doing some real world flying lately, bro? What has been up? Green light. Alright, we're gonna zoom in here a little bit. So we don't have too much longer to go. They clocking us for 105 till top of drops, which is cool. Oh, cabin tour. Let's go take the cabin tour in the Zibo. What is up? What is up? What is up, folks? Chiefs and pilot, man. I'm the captain. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Get your hand on your hip. We need some new people, Zibo. Let's animate some of these characters. We can't be saying Microsoft's SDK was so crappy and so crappy and so crappy, but yet all the animations, it just, things ain't adding up. I want to see folks sitting down, standing up. Maybe not putting luggage up here. Maybe that's too much. It's not a luggage sim, Chief. Same dude, man. Look like me a little bit. Relax, y'all. Relax. We booting you if you say that looks like Chief Sim. We are booting you. This is where they never answer the phone from back here Every now and then we gotta get up and come check. Make sure everything is everything. Nice, nice. All right, folks. It's always good popping out. So we only at 270. I'm not sure about our chemtrails. So what was up with the Streamlabs at a rather low? Let's hear that again.
Oh,
Alright, that's
yeah.
pretty up there. Once again, appreciate you, Dean. I had to hear that again because I barely heard it come in. So top of the sun was about 100 miles last time we checked. It's gonna be even less than that now. Thinking about taking it on down to San Diego. Like the stream, man. Share the stream. Where we at? 992, 982, something crazy. Last time I looked, man, we look up. We either at 990 or 1K. We roll. No questions about time on down to San Diego. We like to make it worth the while for us all. For you too. So that's our thoughts, y'all. X-Plane 12. We'll be still flying both. You know, Microsoft Flight Simulator. I mean, that EFB come out. You're going to see all the same streams you just saw back in the PMDG, you know. And Phoenix has been something, man. Shouts out to Phoenix. I hope he's happy, doing well, feeling good. Lessons learned meetings going well, you know what I mean? Because that team came in and represented, bro. Like, fly-by-wire too, but the, you know, maybe the Phoenix team knew what was possible because of fly-by-wire's work. But just shouts out to them both, man. It's hard to say. Shouts out to the payware that gave you everything and not the freeware. It still gave you everything. You know, it made it possible for a lot in the sim at that time, you know what I mean? And we enjoyed it as such. It's one thing that I need to start doing a bit more of too, is perhaps donating to those guys. I know we watch streamers, we, you know, content creators, and toss money around back and forth in that way, you know. But I think sometimes I need to be a little bit more reminded to take a look back at some of those other freeware things that we enjoy, and then, like they say, you know, buy them a cup of coffee or something, because it really does make it worth it. You know what I mean? Really does make it worth it. So we got some instructions coming up at Crowley, just about 80 miles out, top of the scent. They got us at 148, I believe, because of yeah, so textures, clouds, like we talked about the puffiness of Microsoft Flight Sim's clouds, and I guess X-Plane was like, okay, we're gonna make ours just like that. And Microsoft changed theirs, and X-Plane been stuck, you know. Microsoft hit them for a doozy. It's like, let's put out this in the first 3 months, then we're gonna change our stuff up so everybody else so everybody else copy this, you know what I mean? That's what you gotta do sometime in business, man. You gotta do, everybody's looking. You know what I mean? Everybody's looking. Oh, that's how it seems, man. Again, I'm part of no team, so I can't say one way versus the other way, but it seems. Because Austin, really, bro? And again, I know it's default, but that was all the work. This is what all the hours went into, and this is what we came up with. I just somebody may have to lose a job. Y'all know I don't like to, but maybe they in talks with X Enviro, and that's all a way to get you to be like, all right, you have to. We waiting on enhanced skyscapes to come out, but I didn't really care for that all like that. It seems again like X Plane 12 had made it to where they thought where people liked it. We raved about enhanced skyscapes. There's a Cloudscapes that's a freeware mod. I'm not sure. I haven't looked into that yet. But it's the cell phone going bonkers over here. That's the boys and the crew. True. But no, seriously though. People said puffy and cotton candy, but like right now it's scattered. That is 10 times worse than what X Enviro could ever do. So all my X Enviro haters, I know they talked about performance hits, those. That's the main thing that they talked about. But this is crazy. This is crappy. This is like elementary, if you ask me. And again, I'm no artist. That's probably the worst skills I have is in drawing something up and trying to create a model of something. But I didn't sign up for the job either. Recently I got asked like, yo, Chief, things are changing. You want this job? Or I was like, man, I can't. And not that I can't, but like, I'm not about to devote all these resources to learning a complete different thing. And here's the catch. And this is, I guess, the wisdom that has been bestowed upon me since then. All this change and learn all these things for probably a role that'll stay in for 6 months to a year, maybe 2, and then back out. Like, no, bro. Whatever all the change has got to be. That's what I'm saying. Whatever all the marbles are in and all my efforts are in, we got to make sure it comes out righteous. Alright, I'm done with my rants, man. It's hard because now we coming at first. It wasn't no cloud, so we could roll and we didn't really feel it. So my recap, excuse me. That's the universe getting me, punishing me now for what I'm talking about. My recap. I don't care for, things that were huge in X Plane 11 being huge here in X Plane 12, something we paid separate for. I look forward to a lot of freeware, payware things that could make the sim better, but it's got to do it on so many levels. I mean, right now, all that's going, to be honest, and I'll just say it real quick, like, to be honest, all that's going for X Plane 12 right now are certain aircraft. The Tolus and certain things, and the Zibo and all these other, certain aircraft. Maybe you'll update flight factor, all these type things, or certain aircraft. But from the ground and from the sky, I know our hands are up right now. Like, hold on for 1 second, y'all. Hold on. I gotta take this call. Hold on. Sorry about that, John. But Chief's got a twin brother, man. Sometimes when those calls come back to back, I'm like, well, what is going on? So my apologies. I had to answer that though. So yeah, maybe that was saved by the bell to just get us to stop talking. On to some music here. On to some music, man. I'm excited, man, on how y'all feel. The community will hold no punches, I know. Aviation Geek, welcome, man. Juan Sanchez, what is up? What is up? What is up? I agree, man. I almost hit the ground seeing that comment. Welcome on board, brother. Welcome, welcome. That's true, man. What will P3D do now? They'll be like, bow out. They'll roll the FS Labs and the Microsoft Flight Sim. Is what they'll take their best product. They'll be like, we out. We are out of here. We out of our own thing, out of our own domain. So that's the recap. I don't like the things that we bought for X, but you know, I like the fact that we don't have to like buy it again. All right, let me be careful with that, I guess. You know, but I just need more updates. They knew X-Plane 12 was coming. Where them updates? That's it. Look at Zibo shining still. Look at Zibo, man. Zibo and his crew, boy. Man, I can only imagine how they sat back and kind of chuckled at a lot of, you know, they caught between a rock and a hard place in this sim. I am super surprised that, I know because PMDG, but it's like for Zibo to not take another aircraft and an E-170, E-190 or something else. Him and his team, man, so good. I like to think that they wouldn't have been held back by the things they didn't like or care for about the differences in the SDK with Microsoft. They're so good while we focused on that, you know. Hi to Grayson, welcome, 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 man. If I missed you, I've been rambling here. It's hard to be reminded sometimes. Welcome, welcome, bro. You know, I would love to hear others' views too, like my man Sky Command and his interview with Austin. You know what I mean? So I'd be curious to hear. Yeah. But we know how we feel at this point, man. There's top drop, y'all. 80 miles out, man. We'll be coming on down into LAX, y'all. Y'all make us touch. I mean, I guess what, 990 or the 1K, y'all. We're rolling off to San Diego, regardless of what time it looks like. Like the stream, share the stream, man. Let's get. We can push that a little bit higher to the red tape. So something else I have been noticing here. Okay, we're cool. Not the same. Got a fuel burn issue. So we won't have the Avitab, which is cool. Just cool. Don't necessarily need it. Flying is better than driving. Depends on where you're going. So yeah, man, those are the things I think I'm looking for. So here's my point to the rant before. Maybe I didn't make the point stick. What I love about Microsoft Flight Sim is the cutting edge stuff. Sometimes, regardless how it looked, like we took a chance on the tuberoi birds, USA birds, and that was disastrous to the sim, you know, frame wise, and the hit and the stutters and just everything else though, the traffic in my sight, and that was huge. You know, a lot of the other things that we're able to just inject into the sim. Now, what I don't like is like things like the hard rock, you know, certain hard rock cafes, like coming into the Fort Lauderdale piece of the guitar. You know, there's mods that help bring that stuff out. But I guess I have to be reminded that Microsoft Flight Simulator was a default sim too when it launched. So maybe it isn't or wasn't as crisp in those areas and didn't have all those things, and then the community. But then there's just like so much stuff on flightsim.to. Like I could get a better backyard on flightsim.to. You know what I'm saying? In Microsoft Flight Simulator, they'd be like, oh, here's our address. Oh, we got a better backyard for you. You know, that's how detailed it is in Microsoft Flight Simulator. You know what I'm saying? You want a better street? You just go to flightsim.to and download it, man, in real life. And so, it's hard to beat that. You know what I'm saying? If you could freshen your sim up, and you could get the downtown arena as a separate file, you could get the airport, you could get, you know, the landscape of the skyscrapers or whatever. Man, there's Disney World. You know what I mean? And And so with those things that already exist, again, for a SDK that everybody talked about was so challenging to work with, you know, the windmills are looking good, you know, things are looking good, man, in Microsoft Flight Simulator, yo, you know. And people are gonna see this stream and they're gonna go, and I'm telling y'all right now, the comments are gonna be off the wall with, wait, what was that you did to the, you know, the ground didn't look like trash. Is that X-Plane 12 default, you know? And it's not default today. Last night it was, but today it's not. You know, there were several things that we infused into the sim. So right now this is like ORBX area in California, you know. We had some vstates, we loaded up. Vstates looks decent, you know what I mean? From what we can tell, from what we can see. So, you know, I've been pleased of what we've been able to pull and eat the vstates at the end of the month. Yeah, yep. Yes, I heard that as well. We do have ortho, and again, ORBX sceneries work. So I think it's gonna be a thing where we like, you know, I'm gonna just say like piecemealing flights to where we know we have like great scenery until things like get better. Because one thing that is for sure, two things are for certain. You know, the defaultness behind the sim and what goes on with that and how it looks, and us just being able to like look down and not see the detail and the ridges and the terrain, and you know, it is gonna make a big difference as far as our frequency, as far as us flying it. You know, it's gonna make a difference. All right, top drop, 40 miles out, folks. X-Plane 12. We're gonna bring the sounds back now. It's a Zibo. Zibo got some great sounds. We just got the tunes rolling for the right now, which still sound pretty freaking low. It's like automatic Vulcan, you know, it's just like automatic Vulcan action. This is so good. Orange Dream. That is tasty. Yeah. So those clouds right there, those right there, out the window, man. And to the nighttime, man. Oh, don't get me started, man. That's so I'm just hopeful, y'all. I'm just hopeful. You know, I'm not sure how much they'll actually do, how much they actually care about doing. You know what I mean? And so if they don't, then that's going to be quite telling, you know, for all of us to know. And again, we will fly both. We'll probably stick with Microsoft majority of the time because things are just so up in the air right now. Like, look at this. This is why I say it doesn't look good. Like, take a good look. We ain't going to keep shying away from it. You know, HD34 Aviation, what is up? What is up? Man. Yo, we loaded it in the I scenery and switched some things around, bro. You know, it showed Washington was having a problem loading, but I'm like, we ain't up there, so it shouldn't matter. We kept rolling, but so I didn't look into it further. And yeah, man, it just rolled. All of our ORBX airports, all of the ORBX that we had in the X-Plane 11 ported over, and so right now it's HD California and Southern Cal. welcome to the channel, man. Welcome to the stream. Most people didn't realize they were complaining about it was 3 updates before the end of the day. Zibo speed, I'm telling you, man. You know, hey man, his small team, right? I'm sure it ain't but so many folks, right? Again, man, shouts out to them for their work. Well, welcome to the channel, y'all. Welcome to the stream. I hope that you're kicking back, enjoying it, as we are. We are approaching top of the descent, man, on into LAX. I don't know the number. Y'all gonna have to keep me tuned in on what the numbers are. That's just my thing, man. Until we hit that milestone, we just, you know, haven't been looking, man. So we have no idea what those numbers look like. Y'all get us a 990, then just tell me, like, Chief, I guess you're going to San Diego. You know, it's cool to do that. So just being here, you do rack up sky miles that you're able to use in chat, redemption codes and the like. I think our next stream we may load up one of them fighter jets, do some GA flying. But again, we will be flipping back and forth between this and the Microsoft Flight Simulator. You know, I wonder, like, why can't we get GSS SX type things in X-Plane 12, right? Like, you know, what is the deal, right? What is up with that? All right, our bottoms look like 6. We there already? Yeah, it's like I almost don't want to look outside at those. You know, that is not attractive to me at all. That's not appealing. That is like 0 or the above. For real. Just my honest thoughts, y'all. Pardon. You know, the frizzing of them. You know, it's got some similarities with X Enviro, but we paid 70 buckaroos for X Enviro. We'll see. They're supposed to be working on 1.17. That'll be a big thing, man. So now is a great time, y'all. Joining the channel, man. Joining the momentum. We'll be streaming all these new things coming up in both sims, y'all. The EFB for Microsoft Flight Sim, as well as things for X-Plane 11 as well. Let's read back a little bit. And ladies and gentlemen from the flight deck, see if the captain speaking. We've started our initial descent on down into LA today. Shouldn't be too bumpy. Slight clouds in the area. No storms. Hardly no wind. We'll join you back one more time as we approach our final descent on in. Hope you've been enjoying the flight as we have. It's always a pleasure to have you. Kick back, relax, enjoy the rest of the flight. Alright, here we go. X-Plane 12. Let's get some sounds coming in. We on our descent on in. Let's get some sounds. Let's get that song off. Something's gotta get us good. Here we go. Send it through 119,000. We ain't had too far to go on it. We were only 27,000. We'll continue to keep the speed up. Way down. Let's start to plan for the arrival, folks. Tap that like button, man. It is our pleasure. We're rolling 139, 144. 24 right. Oh yeah, that's what we don't have. Cool, no problem. No problem. Let's check the situations. All right, Keith, you got it, man. 40 minutes in the air so far, y'all. Auto brake set 2. Winds are 240-9er. Temperature 30. Altimeter 2981. Alright, I think we're gonna pause the tunes here. Get sounds all the way up. Let's see, I missed a comment. Did you just move the ORBX files to the custom scenery folder? Yes, yes. So they were in a custom scenery from X-Plane 11, and then I just ported certain things over. But all of those files went in synchrony, so they went together. Yes, absolutely, bro. Not a problem, man. Any questions? Yeah, let us know, man. And again, it could be wrong for us. You know, sometimes things are finicky that way. Our gross is 126.7. We'll go 126.5.
Ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, we are descending. Seatbelt sign is on. If you happen to be up and about, please return your seat. Keep your seatbelt fastened for the remainder of the flight. On behalf of the flight crew.
Look at that down there. I mean, you can see the details that we talk about, football fields, stuff that we see at Microsoft Flight Sim, the buildings that appear. But again, it's a facade because it's ORBX, right? So, you know, not technically default. All right, we're doing too much on the speed here. Speed breaks out to the party, man. What's up? Anybody tested XP Realistic, yo? Is it a go? For X-Plane 12, let us know. It's like, what is going on? But that's that same stuff that we were talking about before with the water. That's a bug. The clouds are a bug. That's gotta go. Alright, we're gonna configure early. Like the trim wheels out of control, man. Don't make us have to take over.
Flight attendants, please prepare the cabin for landing.
Alright, y'all. What y'all think? Smooth, hard? What y'all think? I'm telling you, I did a few practices. Y'all already know who y'all talking to. You can, man, we've been doing like some minus 20 type landings, y'all. So I would say smooth if I were you.
Ladies and gentlemen, your large personal devices must be turned off and stowed.
Cut those mobile devices off, even the clouds close range.
But they must be unplugged and set to airplane mode and secured.
Like What is that, bro?
Carry-on items should be securely stowed
Far
either
away
under the
ones,
seat
too.
in front of you or in an overhead compartment. Please be sure your seatbelts are fastened.
Missed opportunity. Alright, we're still at 10,000 feet up, though. Things could change by the time we get down to ground level. That's what you hope for when you're looking at the wind situation from all the way up here. We're going to go ahead and configure for the landing. And we are going to plan to come in at Corey, so a little bit early on it. Kobe is at 22. What y'all want to do? Y'all want to take it far out or close? It's downtown. It's like, what's up with the water though? Alright, here we go, y'all. I hope you bet smooth. I hope you pick smooth. I haven't changed it around. I actually bet. It works, but it's too complicated. I need to simplify it for you guys and gals. So from here, you see the pixels of the water? You can't see it, I'm sure. It's kind of hard down here. But that is like, no. Negative. Alright, here we go. Couple is 2200. We're gonna go halfway. Try and be. So runway 24 is Kobe. Got it. 22 gonna be about 23. Sound. Is that AX over there? All right, roll up the sleeves, Chief Simp. Here we go. Are there better roads down there? I don't recall X-Plane having those twisting roads, but could be wrong. Posters on the side of buildings, although the buildings look not so good, right? It's an old school arena here, so that's what I was talking about. Some of these mods that we got from before. This is just downtown scenery mod from X-Plane 11. Let's see. Okay, frame, just taking a moment there. Alright, y'all, about ready to do it. We know we're gonna be 144. Smooth. So So there's 4,000. Will we make it by then? I don't want to come in too hot, and we're clearly fast right now. So let's go flap 1 and 2. We'll come down to 190. It's just about the time we get there, we'll start the turn. Alright, we're over. There's a field over there. Over downtown LA, Staples Center. There's some animation, which is pretty cool. That is phenomenal. I never saw that before. Never looked at it quite that deep. Alright, 2300. Go level change from here and start the route around for Kobe.
2500.
Frames. Alright, we'll hold at 23. Route around for Kobe. So as soon as we get there, it's all gonna come up pretty fast. We're gonna go gear down as we get base. Oh, look at that shot of downtown LA in the back though. That is killer. Minus the clouds. Alright, y'all. Appreciate y'all for joining today's stream. We will be back. What's today? Tuesday. We will be back on Thursday. We've been giving it a go here, which is all good. Look, we're gonna go gear down, gear works on the Bravo unit. Oh, we're gonna have to go visual because I don't have the frequency in. We could get it right now. 24 left. 24 right. Oh crap. Nope, straight visual. Let's get it, Chief. Gears down. Guessing the field's in sight. 10 miles out. It's like which one though? Okay, there we go. Alright, here we go. We got wind from the left. We'll hover here. Correct on the trim. Two more flaps to go. We do see the runway, so that makes it a little easier. Been cleared to land, folks. Double ding 'em. So, good delay in there. 10 miles out. See the runway once again. We gotta get over though. Play with power when you power and trim. Feels great, man, with the honeycomb. I mean, with the Thrustmaster TCA. You know, we talk about that a lot as far as how we're used to pushing and pulling to go trim or whatever. It's a real good example of that. We got one more flap to go. Let's go ahead and get that to the party. Alright, 24 right is in sight. I thought about the replay. It's like you haven't pulled pulled it up, Chief. Alright, we can gamble a little bit here. Alright, y'all see the runway? Look at these posters that ORBX slap on these buildings, which is pretty cool. Alright, time to sit up, man, earn the money. Speed brakes armed. Landing gears down, 3 green, flap set, 30.
1,000 feet, stabilized.
Got a little up there on it.
Set.
Take a dip down for that slope. Easy money. Alright, we do see 2 red, 2 white. 500, shit.
400. 300.
It takes more subtle movements like what you will be used to, you know.
200.
Take our final dive for it.
100. 50. 40.
Frames
30,
are
20. 10.
and we caught some grease. And we'll go reverse. Can we do reverse green? Speed brakes broke. And we'll pull it off here with the tiller. Felt good. The frames were tanking, obviously, so maybe that's where ORBX and things don't work or may not be so compatible, because the optimization is just totally not there. Let's look right now. So we on the ground and we get like 27, 28, 30 now, but coming in it was tough. Oh, I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Nice landing. Thank y'all so much. McSlimin', what is up? Yeah, man, the frames was like, oh no. Awesome podcast the other day too, man. Of course, I sit on both sides. I sit mainly on stalkers sometimes just because I be out. I just pick one of y'all, but always awesome to catch y'all to work, man. And the trips lately you've been taking, brother. Big up. Hope all been well, man. Always a pleasure to see you, Mike. So that's our thoughts on it, y'all. You know, it could be so much better, you know, and we'll see what happens. But I think in the meantime, folks will be firing up the PMDG and the Phoenix. You know, I keep saying this, and I gotta stop saying this on a record, but man, I love the Phoenix, man. That Phoenix is a nice aircraft in sim, right? That Phoenix is a nice aircraft in sim, and I really like flying it. So this is not a United virtual or any of that stuff. I know that we were gonna get this way and get past the lines here, what have you. This is the Zibo made for X Plane 12 ready. So here we have it in the sim. We didn't have any problems or issues whatsoever using the Zibo. Let's go ahead and get into the replay. We're not on VAT sim, that's for sure. And let's toggle replay mode. That's too far out. Did it crash? Okay. That was way too far back, Chief. Let's get a good replay going. Yeah, that's not the same. Let's come down with some sounds here. Alright, this was our landing here coming into LAX. Frames wanted to crap out on us. See, the loading is even struggling now. There's like a boatload of buildings that have not loaded yet, nor has. That's interesting. See what I mean about the posters? There's Spider-Man on one. Pretty cool. It's all this other stuff though. Okay, things are loading in. So there was 2 red, 2 white. We did get some good center line action. Control, look at that downwards. This is what I be talking about, nose down. Long as you nose down and that trim help keep you that way, that's a good view. Look all the way into the flare. And then look at the flare and we down. Let's check that out one more time so y'all can see exactly what I'm talking about. Nose down, still coming down, still coming down. And then at that moment when you decide, and for some reason it seemed like we didn't really have our controls or something, because we only controlled, I felt like, a little bit of that. We were about to smash it. We were like all the way back with the yoke on that. Check it out. Pump, pump, pump. I'm like, oh. And then we're down. Well, y'all, it is about that time. You know, I'll continue to reserve my true thoughts for, well, we already shared them. If you've been here hanging out in the stream, you exactly know how we feel about the sim. You know, I just hope that things improve is the best way that I can say it. You know, I'm not a fan of clouds at all, nor am I a fan of the city down, the freeware stuff that people worked for in X-Plane 11 or earlier, and the models and renditions that come with those textures, and what we have to now accept, you know, the old stuff. And if this is how I look using the old stuff, that's cool, but we just don't, you know, we don't want that now. And I think that's a fair argument, you know. Yeah, we killed it right, came down right, and that would have made XP realistic really do some crazy bouncing. And look at frames now though, so that's that typical X-Plane type thing, you know. But did the aircraft feel great? Did, you know, controlling it and all those things feel great? Yes, but it's at the expense of other parts that you don't like, that you don't care for. And we get new power lines in. Can we get new features and amenities that make these streets look more realistic, or, you know, or something? So I've said enough of my rant today, man. It's time to appreciate y'all, because y'all been here once again hanging out, supporting the channel, supporting the streams, man, and I really appreciate y'all. We got a lot planned at the 1K mark, y'all, so a lot of love, each and every last single one of you. Big up yourself from the Chief Sim and the crew, y'all. Take care of yourselves and one another, man. Major peace, major love, major respect, y'all. Until next time, friends, I'm gonna leave y'all with one more replay on it, and we are out of here. We said we were thinking about going down to San Diego. Did we reach? Okay, it don't look like we reached in Sheboygan. Man, it's always a pleasure hanging out with y'all. Look, there goes some other nice scenery from before, but look, in Microsoft, we get the actual parking spots. Check this out. Check this out before you go. Check this out before you leave. In Microsoft, we get the actual parking spots. So this is dope. From the old way, Chase Stadium, you know. But yo, the parking stuff like that, check it out. Like that though, like vegetation. All right, y'all, we out of here, man. Cheap Sim, y'all. Until the next time. Peace.